In today's lecture, we will discuss about how to find the coefficient of the given power of x. So we will discuss with the sum from your textbook, exercise 4.3 of your government textbook. So exercise 4.3 question number 2 का पहला sum है find coefficient of x cube in x square plus 3 root 2 upon x raised to 9. So now, in this type of questions, when this type of question is there, you have to first find the general term. The general term of the expansion. How to find the general term of the expansion term? So we know that. We know that for a plus b raised to n, tr plus 1 is always given by ncr, a raised to n minus r, b raised to r. So here a is x square, b is 3 root 2 upon x, and n is 9. We don't know what is r. And here the reason is we don't want to find r, but we want to find the coefficient of x cube. So in this question, you find first the general term. So put these values in this. So therefore, tr plus 1 is equal to what? N is 9, so it is 9. We don't know what is the value of r, so r का value कुछ लिखना नहीं है. It as this, a is x square, this become 9 minus r, b का value आएगा 3 root 2 upon x raised to r, like this. So now you collect all the power of x together and constant term you separate here. So NCR as it is, what is this? This will multiply here. So it is x raised to 18 minus 2r. This is 3 raised to r, root 2 raised to r, and x raised to r. So these terms are constant. So constant terms will go with the coefficient. So the constant term will collect together here with NCR 3 raised to r, root 2 raised to r. This is x raised to 18 minus 2r, and this r will go up. So it will be what? 18 minus 3r will come. So it is x raised to 18 minus 3r. So for coefficient of what? X raised to 3. You equate 18 minus 3r with 3. Because the power of x here is 18 minus 3r, and you have to find the coefficient of x raised to 3. So equate with this. This 3 will come here. So that become 15 is equal to 3r. That will give you r is equal to what? 5. So once you know r is equal to 5, substitute back here in this on this, so we'll get therefore t 5 plus 1 is equal to what? 9c5. It is equal to what? 9c5 x square 9 minus 5 3 root 2 upon x raised to 5, like this. Or you can substitute here, is always better. And the power of x is फटाफट cancel. This is, so it is the, so coefficient will be what? The coefficient of x cube will come 9c5, and this, that is 3 raised to 5 into root 2 raised to 5. So this is the answer. That is the coefficient of x raised to 3 will be 9c5, 3 raised to 5, root 2 raised to 5 in this question. So it's very simple. You have to find the value of r. First, by using generalize general term find karo, and then whatever the power is there, so equate power of x with that and find the value of r and substitute back in the given expression. Is the next question, question number 2 ka 4th. In that, you have to find the coefficient of x raised to minus 3. Find coefficient of x raised to minus 3 in x minus 1 upon 2x raised to 5. In this you have to find. So again you have to use the same formula, that is what is TR plus 1. TR plus 1 for a plus b raised to n. So what is that formula? We know that in a plus b raised to n, TR plus 1 is NCR, a raised to n minus r, b raised to r. So here a is x, b is minus 1 upon 2x, and n is equal to 5. So coefficient of x raised to minus 3, we just find the general terms. Therefore, TR plus 1 is equal to what? N the power n the value can 5. So it is 5 CR x 5 minus r minus 1 upon 2x raised to r, like this. Then collect all constant term. Constant term, इसमें x नहीं रहेगा, that will be the constant term. So I have to collect all that terms. So here it is 5 CR minus 1 upon 2 raised to r x raised to 5 minus r, और ये वापस इधर नीचे का x raised to r, तो ऊपर जाएगा तो that will be r. So it is x raised to 5 minus 2r. This is minus r and this power will come up, so that becomes x raised to 5 minus 2r. And for coefficient of x raised to minus 3 or coefficient of x raised to minus 3, equate this with minus 3. Therefore, this value will come here, so that is 8 is equal to 2r, so r is equal to 4. So r is equal to 4, you have to resubstitute back here. Therefore, t 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5c4 minus 1 upon 2 raised to 4, and here it is x raised to minus 3. And therefore, coefficient of x raised to minus 3 is equal to what? 5c4 minus 1 upon 2 raised to 4. Now 5c4 is 5 and this is upon that become. So answer is coefficient of x raised to minus 3 will be what? It is 5 upon 16. Now, in the next sum, next part of this, we have to find the constant term, or it is also called as a term independent of x. So, what is the meaning of this? Sometimes they ask you to find a constant term. That is also called as term independent of x. Of x means that is equal to what? Basically, it is same as the previous sum, that is a coefficient of what? X raised to 0, we can say. Here we have to equate the value, the power with 0, because when x raised to 0 is 1, so that is automatically become a constant term. The coefficient of x raised to 0 is nothing but the constant term. So remember this one, that whenever there is a question to find constant term or term independent of x, that is nothing but coefficient of x raised to 0. Remember this. So now, using this, we solve few sums. So in this, question number 3 of your exercise further. So question number 3. First, find term independent of x in the expansion 2x plus 1 upon 3x squared raised to 9. So again that basic part same, it is same only. You have to find TR plus 1. So here we can say A is equal to what? 2x, B is equal to what? 1 upon 3x square, and N is equal to what? 9. So what is TR plus 1? TR plus 1 here is NCR, A raised to N minus R, B raised to R. So it is 9CR 2x raised to 9 minus R. B is 1 upon 3x square raised to R. So we have to use like this. Now, again the constant term take out, constant coefficient. So it is 9CR 2 raised to 9 minus R 1 upon 3 raised to R x raised to 9 minus R and this to R. So that become x raised to 9 minus R minus 2R. This is 9 minus R and this x 2R, that goes to 9 minus 3R basically. So this is a constant term, so that become 9CR 2 raised to 9 minus R 1 upon 3 raised to R x raised to 9 minus 3R. For constant term or term independent of x or term independent of x, what to do? You have to equate this power with 0. Therefore 3R is equal to 9, so R is equal to 3, like this. So here R value 3, वापस resubstitute in this again, in this only. So therefore the required term is T3 plus 1, it is 9C3 2 raised to 9 minus 3 1 upon 3 raised to 3 x raised to 9 minus 3 into 3, that is 0. Therefore constant term is equal to 9C3 2 raised to 6 1 upon 3 raised to 3. So that is there, which is 9, 8, 7, 1, 2, 3, 2 raised to 6 upon 3 raised to 3. So this you have to calculate. See what is the cancellation will give you that. So check what is the answer for this. So just calculate this one. So using calculator, I will say that is whatever concept we discussed till now, and we solved a few sums based on the board textbook. Now the same concept is valid for the JEE also. So we will solve now the question based on JEE MAINS, as well as when additional concept is there, it can be discussed during that particular questions, whenever the questions will come, and that we will discuss. So we will start now with JEE MAINS point of view. Question number 16 in this JEE MAINS. So question 16 is a by x plus bx raised to So question number 17, your JEE MAINS notes given to you. So question number 17 is that if fourth term in the expansion of 2 by 3 x minus 3 upon 2x raised to n is, this term is independent of x, it is independent of x, then what is n? T4 is a term independent of x, then what is the value of n? Now T4 is independent of x, means when the T4 is there, the coefficient of the power of x will be what? 0. When power of x is 0, then it's called as a term independent of x. So here what we can do, we can say that a is 2x upon 3, b is minus 3 upon 2x, and n is as this. So here tr plus 1 is ncr a raised to n minus r, b raised to r. This is our formula. So now in this case, for T4, r should be equal to 3. So T4 is equal to nc3. A is 2x by 3, n minus 3. B is minus 3 upon 2x raised to 3. So that will become what? The power of x, we just make a constant, so it is nc3, 2 by 3 raised to n minus 3, minus 3 by 2 raised to 3, x raised to n minus 3, and this again x cube, that will go up. So this is there. So this is a constant. This is what constant here. So this is the case, that is the power of x should equal to 0. So what is the power of x? That is n minus 6 equal to 0. That gives you n equal to 6. So answer is n should be equal to what? 6. That should be the answer for this question. Question number 18 is very simple here. Make this term as independent of x. When the term is independent of x, the power of x should be equal to 0. Therefore, r is equal to what? 3n. That's very simple. There is nothing, it's a basic thing that you have to equate the power of x with 0. That's it. Question number 19 here. That is, the question is, what is a term independent of x in this expression? So again, same tr plus 1, so it is tr plus 1 is equal to n is n here, ncr, x square raised to 10 minus r, minus 3 root 3 upon x cube raised to r. So we can just equate the power here. So it is 10cr 3 root 3 raised to r, x raised to 20 minus 2r minus 3r, like this. So what is the value here? 20 minus 5r, this should be 0. So 20 is equal to 5r, therefore r should be equal to what? 4. And you put back in this, r is equal to 4 in this. So that will become T5. Because this is a value for tr plus 1. If you put r equal to 4, that will become T5, and T5 is nothing but 10c4 minus 3 root 3 raised to 4 and x raised to 0. So what is the term independent of x? Term independent of x, or x should be what? 10c4 and minus 3 root 3 raised to 4. So 10c4 is 10 into 9 into 8 into 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 3 raised to 4, that is 81 into root 3 raised to 4, that is 9. So now this 2 into 4 cancel with this, 8. And then this 3 cancel with this, become 3. So it is 90 into this becomes 630 into 81 into 3. 10 into 9, 90, 97 are 630, and this is 3, 20 to 43, like this. So 243 into 63, which you have to calculate. 243. So The calculation of this is 153090. It is 153090. That is the correct answer for this. Next question number 20 here. Coefficient of x raised to 7 in this expression and coefficient of x raised to minus 7 in this expression, both are equal, then you have to find the relation between A and B. So in this case, we will find TR plus 1 first. What is TR plus 1 here? TR plus 1 is 11 CR AX square raised to 11 minus R and 1 upon BX raised to R. So that is 11 CR A raised to 11 minus R X raised to 22 minus 2R 1 upon B raised to R and again X raised to minus R. So that become what? 11 CR A raised to 11 minus R 1 upon B raised to R, that is X raised to 22 minus 3R. Now this equate with 22 minus 3R is equal to 7, that become 15 equal to 3R. Therefore, R should be equal to what? 5. And substitute back in this, so that gives the coefficient of x raised to 7 will be what? Put R equal to 5 back in this. That gives you coefficient of x raised to 7, that is 11 C5 A raised to 11 minus 5 B raised to 1 upon B raised to 5, that is 11 C5 A raised to 6 upon B raised to 5. So that is the coefficient of x raised to 7 in this expression. Similarly, for ax minus 1 upon bx square raised to 11, in this case, the TR plus 1 is equal to what? It is 11 CR AX raised to 11 minus R minus 1 upon Bx square raised to R. That is again collecting the constant term. A raised to 11 minus R minus 1 upon B raised to R. X raised to 11 minus R minus 2R. And for coefficient of x raised to minus 7, this should be equal to 11 minus 3R should be equal to minus 7, so this comes 18 here. So R should be equal to 6. So R equal to 6, these substitute back in this. So that will give you coefficient of x raised to minus 7, that is equal to what? Equals to 11 C6 A raised to 11 minus 6 minus 1 upon B raised to 6. So that is nothing but 11 C6 A raised to 5 upon B raised to 6. Now as per given condition, so the condition which is given to you that this coefficient x raised to 7 and coefficient of x raised to minus 7 both are same. So it is 11 C5 A raised to 6 B raised to 5 11 C6 A raised to 5 upon, now 11 C5 is always equal to 11 C6, so therefore this is cancelled, and this cancel here B raised to 5 cancel with this, so B बचेगा, इधर ये cancel होगा, so A should be equals to 1 upon B, and therefore AB is equal to 1. So that the next here, that is question number 21, that is x by 2 minus 3 upon x square raised to 10. You will find the coefficient of x raised to 4. What is the coefficient of x raised to 4 in this? So again, we use TR plus 1, that is equal to NCR. So it is 10CR x by 2 10 minus R minus 3 upon x square raised to R, like this. So it is equals to what? 10 CR x raised to say 1 upon 2 first, the constant term always take outside, minus TR, then x का power क्या आएगा? 10 minus R and this 2R. So 10 minus R minus 2R, and we want that should be equal to 4. This comes here, because 6 is equal to 3R, therefore R should be equal to 2. And we substitute back in this, so that will give you T3, T2 plus 1 is equals to what? 10C2. It is 10C2, 1 upon 2, 10 minus 2, minus 3 raised to 2, like this. So answer is 10C2, 10 into 9, 1 into 2. It is 1 upon 2 raised to 8 into 9. So this is cancelled here. 5 into 9, 45. Or 9 into 9, 81 into 5. So it is 405 upon 256. So that is a coefficient of, here it will be x raised to 4, obviously. X raised to 4, but we want a coefficient only. So coefficient is 405 upon 256. That is option 1.